Okay, last time we covered the dance honeybees due to indicate where food can be found and the calls and the sounds of different types of birds. Today, I would like to look at some communication systems found in mammals, particularly in primates, such as orangutans, chimpanzees, gorillas. Yes, Thomas? Excuse me, Professor, but when you talk about gorilla language, do you mean like those experiments where humans taught them sign language or a language like? Okay, wait just a minute. Now, who in this class heard me use the word language? No one, I hope. No one, I hope. What we are talking about here are systems of communication, alright? Oh, sorry, communication, right? But could you maybe like clarify with the differences? Of course, that's a fair question. Okay, well, to start with, let's make it clear that language is a type of communication, not the other way around. Okay, so all communication systems, language included, have a certain feature in common. For example, the single used to communicate from the V dance movements to the word and the sentences found in human language. Huh? All these signal to convey meaning. To the word and sentences found in the all these signals convey meaning, and all communication systems serve a purpose, a programmatic function of some sort, warning of danger perhaps or offering us needed information. But there are several features peculiar to human language that have, for the um, most part, never been found in the communication system of any other species. For one thing, learnability. Animals have instinctive communication system. When a dog or puppy gets to a certain age, it's able to bark. It barks without having to learn how from other dog. It just barks, but much of human language has to be learned from other humans. What else makes human language unique? What makes it different from animal communication? Never. How about grammar, like having verb, noun, adjectives? Okay, that's another feature, and it's a good example. I mean, I mentioned this cause like in my biology class last year. I kind of remember talking about a study on prairie dogs, where I think the researcher claimed that the warning cries of prairie dogs constitute language because they have these different parts of speech. Like nouns to name the type of predator they spotted, adjectives to describe its size and shapes, verbs, but now it seems like. Alright, hold on a moment. I'm familiar with the study you're talking about, and for those of you who don't know, prairie dogs are not actually dogs. They are a type of rodent who burrow in the ground and the grassland of the West United States and Mexico. And in this study, the researchers looked at the high-pitched barks a prairie dog makes when it spots predator. And from this, they made some pretty well. They made some claim the word is called qualifying as an actual language with its own primitive grammar. But actually, these warning codes are not different from those found among certain types of monkeys. Well, now let's not even get into the question whether concepts like noun and verb can be meaningfully applied to animal communication. Another thing that distinguishes a real language is a property we call discreteness. In other words, messages are built up out of smaller parts, sentences out of words, words out of individual sounds, etc. Now, maybe you could say that the prairie dog's message is built from smaller parts, like say, for example, out prairie dog spot a predator, a big coyote approaching rapidly. So the prairie dog makes a call that means coyote, then one that means large, and then another one to indicate its speed. But we really suppose it makes any differences whether order this comes in? No. But the discrete units that make a language can be put together in different ways. Those smaller parts can be used to form an infinite number of messages.